season, staying cozy, healthy. I'm gonna be doing an unedited holiday makeup look. This guy right here, it was very, very easy to do. This video is unedited and you'll see if you happen to mess up on some parts, which I did, I fixed them. You'll learn a lot of tips and tricks in this video, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Also, I wanna remind you guys that I have a giveaway going on my last video that I posted. I'm giving away 3 iPhone 12s and a bunch of makeup, skincare, and beauty stuff. So if you haven't seen that, don't forget to check that out and enter the giveaway. You still have time. I enjoyed doing this makeup look. I really like how it came out. I love the glitter. I hope you enjoy it and learn a lot. Before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're part of the Dom fam. And without further ado, let's get into this video. So I'm gonna take this Sigma brush, just pop it in here, and then I line up where I want my contour. So I start at the brown, then I go down like that. This is a little light. I kind of need a deeper one. That's a little bit, it's like kind of orangey. I want something with a little bit more of like a natural shade, like a bone, kind of an ashy bone color, but not ashy, you know what I mean? I need a deeper shade. So I'm gonna take this one, it's gonna give us more of an impact. And I'm just gonna start right here and go over what I already kind of did. And don't worry, I'm gonna blend it out. It's gonna look crazy at first. But I go under my eyes like this first because I wanna lift them and add symmetry to my face, because naturally my face is very asymmetrical. And then I just blend everything out, and then I'll put foundation on top, and it looks so much more natural, your contour, if you put it underneath your foundation. And then I'm just taking a clean brush, it's a little more dense, to get those edges so they're not overly defined and they're a little more blurred out. I kind of like using this contour and then having the deeper one over the top, just because it makes it look a little more natural. It gives you like a gradient. So I feel like it just gives you more dimension, like a natural definition. I'm just gonna go over the areas that I want to contour really quick. Okay, I have a question for you guys. I'm actually cooking for this holiday, like for the first time, like first Christmas time. I cooked for the first time for Thanksgiving, turned out great, very proud of myself. But now it's for Thanksgiving, and now it's Christmas, and I want to do something too. And I'm kind of thinking like I want to incorporate my culture for Jaden. Obviously we always have some type of Mexican food because that's what I was raised with, but I wasn't raised with my Guyanese Portuguese family, and honestly, I don't really know too much about that side, but I'm always like trying to research what I can, and I want to make a dish that is Guyanese. If it's not like food, like if it's not like an actual meal, maybe a dessert. So if you guys know of any Guyanese Portuguese desserts, that would be amazing. My dad is from Guyana in South America, and I wasn't raised with him, and I didn't really know him growing up, so that's why I'm like, I don't really know. But I do want to, you know, have some of that culture for the holidays. I know I want to make champurrado for our dessert drink. So it's gonna be some American, some Mexican. Caesar's Nicaraguan, so they're gonna have naca tamales, and I know we're gonna have lasagna and like chicken. We're gonna have all kinds of food, but I wanted to make sure that Jaden gets a taste of every part of what he is. And I realized that I'm the only one that's gonna be able to do that for him because I am his mom, and I want to make sure that I have that. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. I also want to know what you guys, what do you guys eat for the holidays? Like, what do you typically like have to have? Okay, this was kind of crazy on my cheeks, but it's okay because it's gonna go under foundation. It's gonna look fine. I'm just trying to go a little faster because I know that this concealer dries really fast. Okay, now I look orange. I'm gonna take this beauty blender and just go over it like so. In case you're wondering why I didn't put on primer at first, it's because I already had primer on. I have vitamin C, primer, SPF all on my face, so my face is very hydrated right now. Ooh. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the foundation. For the foundation, I'm gonna be using the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere foundation, Radiance Perfecting Foundation. I'm gonna use this guy. I have two shades that end up being my perfect shades. So it's the Macadamia, this guy back here, and a little bit of the vanilla. So I'm gonna take that on the back of my hand. Mix those guys together and work that. I know my face looks crazy right now. It looks like a little splotchy, especially because this concealer is so drying. This is all I have right now though. It's from Makeup Revolution. There's a lot of drama with that brand, I feel like, too. They kind of, I've seen a lot of recreations of other brands, even smaller brands, or, you know, it kind of makes me feel a certain way about them, you know, unfortunately. But yeah, we're gonna use them today because that's all I have. But you guys see how you're gonna notice how the contour looks so much more natural underneath your foundation. Hold on, let me blend that in. And if I need to do a little bit more like touch up with my contouring later, I can do that once I'm all done with evening out my skin tone. The only part is once you already have your brows done, you have to go down this little middle section. You have to be really careful. I always end up having to kind of touch them up at the end anyways, but I'd rather do them this way. For some reason, it just makes me feel happy to have my brows already set, my face structure is kind of already there, because without it, I feel like I'm not really feeling the look as much because my face isn't balanced. So I always like to balance out my face before I start any color. then I'll do my concealer a little bit later. I'm gonna go into the eyes after this. Ooh, that freaking bite is inflamed. It's like really mad at me right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go into this translucent powder from Laura Mercier, and I'm gonna set my eyes. So there's a nice, even, dry base for my eyeshadow. So it applies really smooth and evenly over my skin. I kind of let that sit for a second before I start working on it because, I don't know, I just like to let it relax and settle in the skin. I'm excited because I'm going to be using the new Huda Beauty palette. This palette is so, I think I've been talking really low this whole time, so sorry if I've been talking low. Now I'm talking high. I'm talking louder, talking high. But I've been excited because this palette is so unique. The Naughty palette, look how cool. Like, it has different textures in here. There's shimmers. There's shimmers here, but they're just, the marbling makes it look so much more interesting. And this eye glaze on the bottom is really cool. I think this glaze is just for you to add a little pop of gloss on your lid if you want. I'm gonna go into Hypnotic first. Actually, I'm gonna take Hypnotic and Rough, and I'm gonna take that into the crease with kind of a bigger a wider fluffy brush. This is from Lamora. So I'm gonna take those two shades right there. Is it blurry, you guys? There you go. Ah! Okay. And then I'm just gonna take it through the crease. And if it's something that's similar to my like contour shade, then I'll just bring it down my nose. I'm also going to take it on the lower lash line, those same two shades. And this is going to be our backdrop color. Okay, so I want to show you guys the photo that I'm going off of. I actually just posted it on my stories, and a lot of you that follow me loved the look, so I wanted to show you. It's this look right here. It's so flawless. This one, see how it's like super simple, easy colors. She has that like model brow, and her lips have like this really pretty gradient to the pink, gradient pink. So I want to do that. Of it. And so that's gonna be my reference photo for this look. I'm gonna go ahead and do that plum kind of wing, and then I'm gonna go into the inside of the lid and do that like soft champagne-y color. So for the wing, I want to do, let's see, I'm gonna use something that's a little bit more densely packed. Let's go with this. This is a Morphe M505. Like that. And we're gonna take Spicy and Untamed. I feel like these two kind of will create that plum color. And it doesn't have to be exact, it's like pretty similar, so it's all good. Alright, so Now that we have that backdrop, now we're gonna be able to have a nice, easy dimension going through the eyelid. So start off with that and then bring it up into like a wing. She has it on the lower lash line too, and then they connect. So I'm just gonna go on the lower lash line and bring that up. I'm not sure who did this look, but if you guys know, please let me know. I would love to tag the person because this is such a beautiful look and it's so easy, or it looks so easy. This eye is my enemy. It has a totally different shape and different folds, so I have to work with it a little different than this guy. This is easy. This one's a little bit of a challenge. I have a little bit too much on my brush, so I'm gonna go down here and connect this and go back to that once it's kind of already taken some of that shadow off. My camera turns off every 20 to 30 minutes, so sometimes I forget and it'll just turn off, so I have to remember that. So it just turned off on me, but I don't know how much you guys missed, but I'm just softening this area up just because this eye is a little different and the brush doesn't sit as easy on this eye. Oh my god, I hope this video isn't like super long. It might be. Hope you guys are ready for that. But it also might be very helpful because these mistakes that I make or whatever, I can easily show you how I fix them instead of editing those parts out and making it look like super seamless. So I'm just gonna leave this how it is and go back to it, because on this side, what I wanna do is add the wing. Let's see, where is she at? I'm gonna use the blade brush from, okay, I'm gonna use this brush. I'm gonna take this angled eyebrow brush to do the wing. I think it's from Sigma. I'm just taking those same two colors, Untamed and Spicy, to create that wing. more to the bottom. A little more definition of this shade. When you have a smaller brush, you can add that intense definition. It'll pack more color in that spot. Okay, and then I'm gonna clean it up a little bit because I want it to be pretty sharp. So we'll use this brush. This doesn't have anything on it. I'm just gonna go underneath it and clean it up like that. So when I'm doing the wing, I like to look up. And then go from there. Where do I want my eye to be lifted? So it's like right in there. So when you're doing yours, try to look up into your, don't close your eye. Like that. Just like look in straight into the mirror and then see how you want your eye lifted. And then go from there. And by the way, eyeshadow wings are like my favorite type of wing because they're so easy, they're foolproof. They look good every single time. Excuse me, I have an eye booger, I think. That's what it is. They just pop up out of nowhere. Okay, and you want it to match, so look down and into your mirror. And get it as close as you can. So this one is going a little further in. Can I wipe it away? That's okay. I'm gonna take the bottom area too, define that and connect. I haven't ate anything. I only ate breakfast, you guys. I'm so bad at that. When I'm in work mode, I just forget to eat. But dinner will be good later. I'll appreciate it. Alrighty, and then I'm gonna go in with like this pencil brush right here. I'm gonna take those two shades and just define this guy over here a little bit more because it's a little different from the other eye. So we gotta work differently with this eye. I'm looking at my picture, so I'm gonna make sure that it looks similar at least. Okay, I'm gonna take this clean brush, or this fluffy brush, and just sweep it across. Okay, we're just gonna look at this eye because this is the good eye. I'm gonna clean this up by adding the champagne. It's like an easy way to just clean this guy up because they do look a lot different right now. So I'm gonna take a flat brush. Ooh, this is the Sigma X Roxette brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that with, she has like a champagne color, which is similar to Flower Power, I think. Yeah, so I'm gonna take Flower Power and just pop that on the eye. This is also gonna help with any cleanup, especially for this eye because it's so difficult. And sometimes when you notice, like, how come my makeup isn't coming out like her makeup? It's because we all have different eye shapes too. Some people are just easier to do their eyes more so than the other, you know? Other people, I have like 2 different people on my base. So that's how I know, like, don't get discouraged. We all have different eye shapes and you just have to know how to work with your eye shape or your 2 different eye shapes, which I always have trouble with still. So I'm gonna go in here and clean this up. And it looks a whole lot better already. So for that brow bone, I don't want to add any glitter to the brow bone. I just want like a nice matte skin tone shade. So I'm just gonna go in with I have a tiny little brush. This is from Dominique Cosmetics. This is the crease blur. So I'm gonna just take some of this translucent powder and go over the brow bone with it. Kind of adds a little bit of brightness and cleans up that spot right there. I love this brush for blurring out little areas like this. So I'm gonna do the other side. Hopefully it looks the same. Okay, it looks pretty good to me. And that's pretty much the eye look. And then she adds little glitters, which I just got from my beauty space. So there's this glitter called the Gypsy Shrine. There's this brand called the Gypsy Shrine, and they sent me this glitter. It's rainbow pink cosmetic glitter to make you sparkle. That's what it's called. So cute. It has these like little glitters. They're different shapes and sizes. I'm just gonna take some that looks similar to this glitter on her eye and pop it on. Actually, I should do my lashes first because I know things are gonna change and shift a little bit with the lashes. So for lashes, I'm gonna take Birdie Lashes, Yasmin's new lash line. These are the Gemini style. Very, very pretty and wispy. So I'm gonna take those, cut them. I think I'm gonna have to cut them a little bit. Actually, no, they look pretty good. But I'm gonna cut them a tiny bit, like on the corners, so they don't stick into my eye too much. Actually, you guys, okay. I know what I just said, but I just took off a little bit on the corners. Just a tiny bit. And I did one. I'm actually gonna do the other. I'm gonna do the glue. She has a clear and a black glue. I'm gonna use the clear glue and just pop that on really quick. Let that dry. This is, it looks weird, look, but I like to do this so that my inner corner doesn't stick up. I really let it sit there for a second, and then I like wiggle it and press it in, and then I move on to the rest of the lash. So pretty. I'm so happy with how this is coming out. Oh, I love it. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the other eye before the glue dries. Ooh. Perfect. I'm gonna put on some mascara. I just started using this mascara from Kosas. It's so good. I love this. It's called the Big Clean. It's really bomb. I'm gonna put it on to make the lashes kind of merge together, my real and fake ones. I feel like I'm focusing so hard on the makeup. I haven't been talking to you guys. I'm so sorry if this is boring, or hopefully it's just helpful and relaxing. But I'm just really focused on this eye look. It's really pretty, and it's not hard at all. I feel like anybody could really do it. I love this, actually. I'm gonna push my lashes together with the edge of the tweezer. Just like press them into the other lash. Same on this side. I don't like to I used to like to get in there with the tweezer and like clamp it, but sometimes that messes up the lash if it's not completely dry yet. So I just kind of press them together, and that usually does the job. For my lower lash, I kind of got a little bit of mascara on my bottom, with the skin on the bottom. So I just take a clean brush, the concealer brush we used earlier, add nothing on it, and I just go in and clean those spots up. It looks like there's a bunch of little mascara spots on my face, so I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and blend that out. And then the last thing for the eyes are the little glitters. So I'm gonna take a little bit of adhesive. Where's the adhesive? Where's the adhesive? Here. I'm gonna take some of the adhesive and some of this little glitter specks. They're like this. They actually look exactly like the one the girl has in the photo. And she just has them like laying down like randomly right there. And you can barely see it. Oh wait, you can't see it because it's not on. But I'm gonna put some lash adhesive on there and it should stay. I'm actually just gonna put the adhesive where I want the pieces to be. So I'm gonna put some, one in the middle, one over here, and one in the front. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. I don't know how that's looking. I think maybe I need to push it down a little more. I don't think I like that. Hold on. Let me take that off. Now it won't come off, you guys. Oh well, let's just try another one. Crap. This is not as easy as it looks. Actually, this part. Well, I'm just gonna get whatever little pieces of glitter that I can and just put them there. It's not supposed to be like crazy noticeable, just like when this light hits your eye. Just like a subtle little pop. Now I feel like I need to put them everywhere on the lash line. Might as well. She only had them in like certain spots, but I feel like it would look cute just going across. So now, just so you guys know, I'm just dipping my brush in like this, and whatever comes out, I'm just pressing it into that adhesive and seeing what happens. Just going with the flow of the glitter. I think this looks really cool. They don't have to be like exactly the same in the exact same spots either. Ew, we gotta get that one. That one's a runaway. I think that's cute. I think we should just leave it right there. Actually, I feel like we're missing some right there on the mid part of the eye. Alright, this is a droopy eye, so ignore that. And this glitter is stuck to it. You know what, you guys? I'm gonna take the glue. This is gonna be like a 2-hour video. I'm gonna take the glue. Where's the glue at? Why am I always losing the glue? Hello? Oh, it's right here. So because this is so droopy, I don't like that. I'm just gonna take a little bit. I like that this is a precise brush right there. Let it dry for 20 seconds. And then I'm gonna lift it up onto the glue. That helped it out a little bit. And then I do not advise this, but I just cannot stand this little thing. It's not coming off, so I cut it off. Okay. There we go. So those are our eyes. Cute, festive, not your like everyday green or red, but still very festive. So now I'm gonna move on to the concealer. For the concealer, I'm gonna use my Makeup Forever Velvet Skin Concealer. I really like this one. I've been using it a lot. As soon as it came out, I could not stop using it. The coverage is amazing. I love the texture. I'm just gonna put it right there. Go down the nose. I don't really need it there. I'm gonna put it here. And then softly tap it in to that area. And then I'm gonna add just a little bit more contour. Where is that? I'm gonna use the natural one. Like that light shade, and just go down the nose a little bit more. We lost a little bit of that shape. And on the ends. And whatever we have left on the brush, I'll just go over those contour areas. Actually, I'm gonna add a little bit more. I like that this is a little bit more of that orange shade because you can kind of use it as a bronzer too. This one from Danessa Myricks. And go over the sides of the nose really quick. some setting powder underneath my eyes. Around my nose area. And I always do it a little further up on the nose so it kind of slims the nose down a little bit more. And then around the mouth. Everything else will stay nice and like hydrated and dewy. And then I'll just blur the two powdered area and like the cream area together with the end of the Beauty Blender, so it looks nice and like one piece. And then that is it for the for that. But now I'm gonna go ahead and put on some cream. I'm gonna take the cream blush from Fenty. It's the Petal Poppin', and I'm gonna take it with the Beauty Blender and add it to the cheeks. And right above the forehead. I'm gonna add a little bit of powder bronzer on my face. So I'm gonna take this e.l.f. one right here. It has a blush in it too, I think. It's like a peach blush, but I'm not gonna use that. I'm just gonna use this part. And just add a little bit more of some of that dimension around the perimeter of my face. But you don't need to add as much because you have the cream underneath. And I like it to go into my hairline and even my ears, so it looks like it's more natural. And finally, the lips. So for the lips, I want them to look very soft and kind of probably pink. I did not grab a lip, but I have one here. Sorry, guys. Ooh, this one's from Cosmetics. It's the Lip Cushion Tinted Lip Luminizer. So I'm gonna take this with a lip liner. I want like a soft pink. I'm gonna go with Edge to Edge from MAC. I'm gonna take this in the shade Venetian Rose. I think she actually has the same color blush as this one. And blend those together. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up the video. It helps us out a lot on this channel. And if you missed these two videos, make sure to check them out before you leave. And before I let you go, I just want to remind you that you are beautiful inside and out. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video.